G'day, g'day. Okay, I have been asked a few times to have a chat about the boat, an old Snag Basher 2.0. So I thought, why not? I'll show you what I've done, why I did it, and would I change anything if I had a chance to build the boat again. There's a few things that I'll say before I start. Thanks to Hammerhead. Awesome boat, love it. And my son. They did an excellent job. The two main contributors to the boat build was Jacko, who was the Hammerhead's floor foreman, I suppose you could call him, and Daniel. Advice I got for building the boat came from Jared. We spent, from talking about it to putting the boat on a trailer and in the water, took about 2 years. Just talking about it, making sure we wanted it this way, making sure we wanted it that way. I got talked out of a few things, thank God, because they were just not realistic and very expensive to do. But anyway, move forward, and I'll show you what I've done. And I'll do it in detail, so it might take a bit. If you get bored, I apologise. But this video is designed to show you what I did, why I did it, and hopefully it gives you a few ideas. The trailer is a drive on, drive off. And I specifically wanted it that way because of my age, and I'm not as strong as I used to be. And even though I'm getting up there, I'm definitely not going to put an electric winch on. Bugger that. But anyway, I've got this this here, guides me on, right? And one thing I did notice, it is super easy to get it back on the trailer. Easy as, no problem. Having a few issues getting it off, but the boys at Hammerhead are aware of what the problem is. And when I go in for my next service, which is not too far away, because I've already got 38 hours up, and I've only had it for 6 weeks. So yeah, but they are aware of what the problem is. Okay, starting at the trailer, standard stuff, just normal stuff. But you'll notice the from the boat to the back of the D-Max is a little bit longer than normal. I actually wanted it that way. It actually makes it easier to reverse and to control. Spare tyre there, self-explanatory. I put these here so I don't slip when I climb up. Right. Now you'll notice that colour and that colour. There's a reason for that. It drives my son crazy. He'll change it when, obviously, I'll give him the boat. But yeah, the winch, you'll notice there's a screw in there, nut and bolt, whatever you want to call it. So I don't have to, take it off. Blah blah. You know what I mean. Mint coater. Anchor well, and all the goodies, chock, blah blah blah. This is where the 360 will sit, right? Obviously it's not here because I haven't got the 360, the sounder mount yet. That's still in progress. As you can see, Kai-Sign's wrap. This is the 4th wrap Kai-Sign's done for me, and I love it. Anyway, moving on. Obviously aluminium trailer, very nice weld work, and I've got non-skid wrap. This has actually worked out better than I expected. Yeah, fair enough, it does get slippery if there's mud on it, and obviously a little bit slippery with water, but it's nothing to worry about. Like, pretty good. Boat and all its accessories. I know the mint coater is an 80 pounder. and I'll the batteries are in here. I'll show you that in a minute. But you'll notice that I haven't bolted it to the actual hull. I got Daniel to put this raised portion there for me. Reason for that is, to be quite honest, I actually didn't want to drill any holes into the boat if I can avoid it. There's actually there are no screws in the hull. I can tell you this, there's 132 pop rivets. So I tried to avoid that. I tried to avoid using nuts and bolts if I could. The Evertread that you see, right, we bought it on Temu in 2.4 meter sheets, and they were 90 centimeters wide, and it cost $75 a sheet delivered, and we got 4 rolls, and to be quite honest, didn't need it. 3 rolls did the job perfectly. So if anybody wants to do that, go for it. Now you'll see in the middle here, right, I did that. I wanted something totally different, rather than going under the boat all the time and getting my my fish measurer, my brag mat. So I thought I'd just make one, and Kai come up with this idea. So it's pretty good. With a little knick-knacks there, and obviously the bench seat. That turned out way better than I expected. Way better. And it's comfortable. Daniel positioned the side console perfectly, so I can sit back and just cruise along, no problem at all. So up front I have the first aid kit, flares, and all the stuff you need, V-sheets, so forth, so on. Cut off switch for the wing coater, EPIRB. This little fella here, that's my plonker. Right, had it for a long time. Thanks, Terry. I have 2 120 amp hour lithiums. Now these batteries are 8 years old, and they're still going strong. When I bought them, they cost me like I think it was $920 each, and I would have spent more on lead batteries, but yeah, these are 8 years old. My anchor in there, in that bag, there's the other life jackets, so plenty of room. And I've got my lithium charger right there. Righto, this is where my esky lives. Peter Teresi did this for me. Peter, I apologise if I pronounce your name, your last name incorrectly. I tried to buy an esky to fit. Couldn't do it. He popped up and said, I can make you one, and he did, and it is perfect. Now I can throw a bag of ice in there that I knock up at home, like a 4 kilo bag, and it'll last all day. So I can throw 2 or 3 barriers in there if I want. No jacks, because I let them go, but it'll last all day, no problem at all. Very good esky, mate. Worth every cent. This is the rod locker. I can put 10 rods in here easily, not a problem at all. One problem I do have, okay, is when the boat's bouncing around, the rods will pop out. So I'm going to put a strap down just to hold them in. That'll work easily. So it looks narrow, but I can get the rods in easy as, no problem. Okay, this is my odds and sods, all my lures and spare reels and beer holder, spare braid, and this little fella, worth its weight in gold. If you haven't got one of these and you're using soft plastics, get one. They're brilliant. It's a little soldering iron. You can melt holes in your lures and put your hooks through. Easy as. Spare reels in there. This I like. This is my accessories battery. It's 120 amp deep cycle, and I can charge. You'll see this cable here goes up into here, and it charges my batteries in there. Perfect. Love it. And it's waterproof. So everything I need I can put in here. The other thing I put in, oh, check this stuff out. If you like sunscreen and you want something that's not yucky and doesn't stink and it's not like, doesn't run in the heat, this is the stuff. It's called Rugged Sunscreen. It's 50 plus. If you're keen on it, I'll let you know how to get it. I rate it very highly actually. I'm not a fan of sunscreen. I don't like touching it. Weird thing, I know, but this stuff is not bad. Works. Yes. Now, there's another thing I can put in here, because as you've noticed with me, I don't like stuff on the deck. I like a clean deck. So I made sure that I got a net that I can put in, and it'll sit under the floor. And there it is. Everything is out of the way. The only thing that's out are these little buggers, right? But hey, we use them all the time. Righto, as for sounders, I am a keen and very loyal user of Humminbird, and I've got the new Explore 12. I have two of them. Another one will go up the front for 360. I won't be running live. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't think there is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I'm 70 and I've watched enough TV in my life, so I don't really need to sit down and watch TV while I'm fishing. So the 360 I use because it finds structure for me up the front, and then I pretty much don't look at it after that. But unfortunately I won't, not unfortunately, I won't be using live. As you see, the bench seat down the back, right? It's perfect for the needs that I have, right? And when I get to where I'm fishing, if I've got 3 people on board, I can, I can stick that down the back, right? And it's out of the way. And then all I have to do is just roll this forward and it's out of the way, right? So then you've got all that casting deck there, and that's a fair bit. So from the back down to there is 75 centimeters, and from there to there is 1.55 meters, so you've got plenty of room. And if the ladies are down the back, or whoever, it doesn't matter, they can actually lean up against that. You can actually sit on it if you wanted to. Lenny has, so it works for her. That's my it's actually not a rubbish bin. I've just put some stuff in it. I actually put fresh water in it, and when I start my fishing and I'm finished with a lure, I throw the lure in there. Now I do that for 2 reasons. One, I don't mix lures up with clean lures like hooks and shit, and the other one is they're not scattered on the deck or anything like that, and they're in the fresh water, so it'll keep them clean. That's my theory anyway, and I'll stick with it. Okay, down the back under the seat here we have a 23 litre fuel can, 23 litre there, my toolbox there with all my goodies, spare fuses, whatnot, you know, and a 10 litre spare. Now at 22 knots with Dave and I on board, I'll get 3.8 kilometres to the litre. Right, so with all the, I've got 150 kilometre range, no problem at all. Down the back you'll see two batteries. The blue one's just to start the outboard. The black one is a 120 deep cycle, and that runs the fridge and everything else. No, actually, that's a fib. That runs the fridge only. The blue battery one runs the sounders and starts the outboard, and that's it. Now, oops, sorry. I currently got, there you go, just normal stuff in there. The King's fridge, for the price point, brilliant. I think this cost me 250 bucks, and I can put a fair bit in there, and works a treat. If you think about it, it's actually cheaper than ice. Now people say, oh yeah, but it'll rust and all the rest of it. Well, you've got a 3-year warranty, and if it lasts 3 years, I'll spend another 250 bucks and buy another one. I reckon they're the bomb. Okay, the boat itself, it is before modified, it was designed as a 4.5 sandfly. After sitting down with Jared, we modified it, and now it is a 4.85 Sandfly Pro. It's got a pod on it now, so extended. Now the reason I did, there's multiple reasons I did this, right, is because, simple answer, I wanted more room. Now when we built this boat, I was very specific in what I wanted done. With Jared's guidance, and Daniel's and Jacko's, I changed a few things because they just weren't feasible. But one of the things I pretty much was steadfast on was no cables whatsoever could be inside the boat. Right, so there's no cables inside the boat at all, no obstructions. So when we fish, the only thing that's in the boat are fishermen, anglers, that's it. Right, and the scoop net, right, which is under the floor at the moment, I put it there. It'll sit there, so it's out of the way. So if you're fishing down the back, it's out of your way. If you're fishing up the front, it's out of your way, and then you just walk down and grab it as you need it. Hydraulic steering, that's an absolute must. Right, anybody that doesn't have hydraulic steering, seriously look at getting it. If you maintain it correctly and service it properly, it'll last forever, right? And it doesn't give you any issues. The outboard is a 75 Suzuki 2025 model. Right? I am Suzuki crazy. I will never own another outboard. I just like them. I trust them, and that's the thing. It's trust. If you can trust an outboard, then stay with it. I trust Suzuki. I run alloy props. I do not run stainless steel. There's a reason for that. I hit things. Yeah, look at that. I don't even remember doing that. That is bad. Very naughty. Transducer. Right, now you'll see it's away from the boat. Right. Again, I don't want anything going into the boat. Back steps. I've actually stood on, perfect. Well, there you go. If you have any questions, please put them in comments and I'll answer them, or try to.